Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lily. I'm 24, zero-based budgeter, and cash stuffer. Today we are stuffing $785 into my bills, debt, and sinking funds. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So starting off with my bills binder, we're going to start here with this Kareem healthcare bill. I'm kind of doing the denominations a little weird because honestly I forgot one of my binders. And we're just going to make it work. So we're doing 25 in here, so 10, 15, 20, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and $5. This week has been super hectic for me. I've just had such an issue trying to get around to filming. Normally I'll do it on Wednesdays, but I had to wait. Today is Sunday, guys. It's been a day. It's been a week. So this one is fully funded for the 1st of November. Now going back to the mortgage. So this one is getting $529. So we have 300s. Like I said, the denominations are not right here. So 300, 400, 500, 10, 15. Okay. We're going to figure it out, guys, I promise. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Yeah, I really need to get better at, making sure my denominations are right when I do these. So, in total, this should have $635. So, let's give it a count. So, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, and 635. So that is all set for the 1st. Grab one of my placeholders, toss it in here. So that is fully funded. Okay, Verizon, we're not paying them yet because we don't have to pay anything until at least December, if not longer. So we're going to skip Verizon for now. My healthcare is also getting skipped because I need to move this back here because it's not due on the 1st like I thought it would be. So we'll deal with that later. My city bill is getting $140. So we're going to do 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've got 140 here. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 140 here. That is also fully funded. So now, last one is my care credit card. So this one gets 70. So I'm going to go ahead and do 320s and a 10 here. So that is $70 for that one, also fully funded. What I'm trying to work up to is getting a month ahead, so that way I don't have to fully fund these every time I stuff them and rotate through the binders. I can just put the same amount every week and make it so much easier for me. But for now, this is the way I can do it, so this is how we're doing it. So that one is fully funded. Then we're not stuffing anything else in here, I don't think. Yeah, that's it for this one. Next up is my debt binder. And I'm going to toss all of this into here. So 10, 20, and 21. Because I was going to put this, and the reason why I had so many ones, is I have a month ahead binder that this was going to go into. All in one, so I was just going to do what I'm going to do with this one, but with that. So, didn't really work out for me, but it's fine. So, we'll just toss it into the next bill that I have, which is this card. It's minimum payment for that card. So that is it for the cash from my paycheck and my husband's paycheck. Next up, we're going into the high priority binder, the yellow one. So, in here, I have a lot of different things going on, but we're only worried about this one. So I borrowed money from my mom to switch us over to Verizon to save about $200 and some odd a month. So I got some gift cards for paying all of our phones off, and then Verizon gave me gift cards for that. So I'm using those gift cards as my allowance right now, so this one probably will not be getting stuffed at all for a while. But with my allowance, which used to be $120 a week, I'm paying my mom back for the amount that we borrowed from her to do that. So every week when I do my cash stuffing, I'm going to either put the 120 in placeholders in there to show how much I've paid, and I do plan on making a tracker for it so I can keep track a little bit better. And then if I do put the cash in there, I'll just give her the cash when I see her, because she lives about 40 minutes away. I don't want to drive all that time every week. Well, I try to, but if I can't, I can't. So for now, it's just going in here, and then I'm going to make a tracker and laminate it just like I did with these, and then it'll let me kind of see how far along I am in paying her back. And I'm going to do this as much as I can while I use the gift cards for my allowance. So last but not least, I don't feel like bringing my wallet in right now, but I did grab the leftover allowance from the last time I had cash allowance. So I need to stuff this in my business binder. So if you haven't seen any of my videos, or maybe I just hadn't mentioned it yet, my biggest goal with cash stuffing personally, other than getting month ahead, saving up, doing all that, is I want to open a business, which I'll get into after this. But that's what this binder is for, is any leftover allowance when I have cash allowance. So it's going to be on pause for a while. Any leftover allowance is just getting cycled through these envelopes to start a business soon. So right after I do this, I'll get into any products I'm selling, and, you know, get some feedback on it if you guys want. So we left off last time on taxes. So I have my paperclip here. I don't know where this came from, but I like it. It's cute. So we're going to start off with just $1 in each, rotating around. And then for now, I don't think I'm going to count any of this just because I want to see how far I can get with it before I end up opening or using any of it to do product testing or anything else that I might be needing to do before I open. So for now, I'm just going to sit here and put $1 in it whenever I can. And then once I open, I'll make it more of a priority, or when I get closer to opening anyway. Alright, we did one full lap around this thing. I love that for me. So, next one we do will be advertising. Love that. So, that is everything for my cash stuffing this week. If you would like to stick around to learn about what I'm going to be making and selling, please feel free to. If not, you can click off. Just leave me a raindrop emoji to show me that you've made it to this point in the video. So, I'll give you a few minutes to click, or a few seconds to click off. And then I will go ahead and get all my stuff around for the business part of what I'm doing today. Bye, guys. All right, if you're still here, that means you want to see all the products that I'm working on creating for Falcon Budgets. That is the name of the channel and the business I want to open. So first off, we're going to start off with dashboards. So I made a few different designs here. And these are just tester ones, so they're ones that I'm going to be using for a while. So let me just go through and find one of each of the designs, and you can kind of see what they're gonna look like. Okay, so these are each of the designs that I'm gonna do. So I have this flowery one here. When they're in your notebook, they'll look kind of like this. They are laminated with clear. I do have some that are laminated with matte. Oh, that's not one of them. Whatever. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which ones I like better. But we have this flowery one. We have this other kind of like flower stamp thing going on here. I really like this design. Everything is black, just because I didn't want to deal with a color printer. So for this one, let's go here. So this one's kind of like a fall leafy vibe here. And I honestly really like how this one's like dark on one side and gets like this band here transition, and then it goes straight to the thing. I feel like I love the see-through part, so I really like this one. And then these two are very similar. They're lightning, or not lightning, they're like clouds. This one has a defined line of where there's no cloud or like bright area. And then this one's kind of just all over the place with it. I like both of them for different reasons. I love the definition this one gives, but I really like this one being a lot more stable in the design. And then this one here, I'm gonna bring out another one to show you. So all of those were this kind where it's printed on vellum, which is a clear paper. So you can see my hand through it. So you can see like the bills and the envelope and stuff behind these. So I do love this. I wanted to try out cardstock as well, because I know it's going to be a little bit, you know, thicker, have a more sturdy feel to it. So these are the same designs. Obviously I've made a different label on this one, but they're the same design, just on vellum and cardstock, and I'll probably have each one available because I really like these both for different reasons. So I have these coming. Next up, I have similar designs for bookmarks. So I've got cardstock options and vellum options. These are a bit bigger than the dashboards themselves. So like you can put it like this, or you can put it behind it and like separate out envelopes with it, but kind of whatever you want. And you can kind of pair them together. So like these two have the same design on them, and I really like how they go together here. So they look really nice in my opinion. Okay. So that's all I have for these. I messed up on the hole punching for part of them. I had a lot more, but I'm still in the process of figuring out, you know, the sizing and how the designs look on each different paper that I try, whether I like them with the matte or the clear laminate here. I kind of like both, but we'll see how it goes. The next items that I will have up that I will be putting out so are these, and you've seen me use these in my cash stuffings. These are fully funded slips, and then I have denominations all the way up. Good lord, I made a lot of those, didn't I? Okay, so I made a lot of these. It's a very thick stack. So I have a $5,000 one, and then quite a few thousands, just to give you an idea. And this has $1 all the way through 1,000 in this stack. So like I have $1, $5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500, and the $1,000 ones. Now, for these ones specifically, these are all just the fully funded slips, and for these, I actually designed two different kinds, and I'm trying to figure out which one I like better. I like, personally, the darker one where you can see the design on it a lot easier, and they stack together really nicely as well, so that doesn't look too overbearing. And then I also designed these ones, and they still have that design, you can kind of see it, but when you take it and it's just one of them, you can barely tell that there's a design on there. And I do like how light this one is and how bright it is compared to these, but I like the dark, like the definition this one has. So I don't know which one I will end up posting on there. Let me know in the comments what you think I should, or your comments on these, what you think I should add or take away from them. But these are the basic products that I will be putting out there. Actually, I have one more. Give me just a sec. So the other thing I will be putting out there is these A6 envelopes. These are made by me. I haven't decided if I want to round off the corners for these or not. Same with like the dashboards. You can see I've rounded off these corners, and I do like how they look on here, but I don't know if I want to like do that to these or not, or if I want to leave them as is. Same with these. So these are vellum envelopes. They're frosted, so you can kind of see through them, but they're frosted, and I really love that look. And then I haven't started using these in my setup yet, but I would love to. And then you can put like your stuff in here. You can still see through it and see, you know, what it says, all that good stuff. But I don't know kind of what I want to do yet. And the other thought I've had was to make the envelopes customizable. So like I'll have a design for an envelope where it has a category on it or whatever. But for now, I, in my setup, just use placeholders that I made and put them in here so I don't have to ruin an envelope. And I say ruin lightly, I don't mean ruin it. I mean like, I don't have to have this envelope be only for one specific thing. If I don't need this envelope anymore for that thing, I just take the placeholder out, put it to the side, and I can put a different one in here. So overall, I end up needing less envelopes through my journey. And I really like how these turned out. They stack so beautifully. And I really love them. They are very precise. I had a business before that tanked, and I think part of it, at least, was due to the fact that I did not care about being all that precise. I just kind of made it, did the dimensions once, didn't test much, didn't really put a whole lot of thought into anything. So I'm kind of going the opposite direction and making all these products for me to use before I launch anything, before I do anything, so that way when I launch, I have a very solid idea of how to do these and how I want to do them. So I did also design this, which is a